Yo, what is up, you guys? We are back for a market review, trade recap for today. Um, Today, I did end up taking a trade. I also took a trade yesterday. I took a loss yesterday. Um, I was trying to record it and I was having some technical difficulties. I'm also having technical difficulties right now. My webcam is not working, so I'm using my MacBook computer to film this. So if I'm not looking over here and I'm looking here, it's because my monitor is over here. But let's get into this. So yesterday, I really wanted to see shorts because I'm kind of just gonna explain what yesterday happened. I wanted to see shorts into this fair value gap right here on the 1 hour. Um, because price was so overextended in my opinion, but we ended up just ripping up even more. So I had that in mind coming into market open today, and pre-market we just kept ripping. I mean, look at this. We didn't have a valid retrace at all. So coming into market open, I really wanted to see this fair value gap get filled, which was below London lows. So I wanted to see price go lower today. I really did. Um, but obviously we see that didn't end up happening. So coming into open, we were kind of consolidating, and I realized this and I noted this mentally that we were in this range, and I was kind of just looking for a breakout on the range to either side. So on the hourly, as you can see, not much really going on. Um, I mean, we inversed this hourly, which I guess could be a sign for price to go higher. But then again, we re-inversed this hourly, if you want to count this. Um, so we were just moving sideways. Like I was saying, we were consolidating. On ES today, I actually ended up taking my trade on ES today. Let's go into the 15 minute. So yeah, like I said, we were moving sideways. Um, Trump posted, I guess that's what I heard. These two candles were from Trump News. So this one came up, swept out all this liquidity to the upside. And then we started consolidating. We came down, kind of cleared out this, all this sell side liquidity from this range. So we started moving up. This was all pre-market. So I marked this out as London low as we swept all of this overnight lows, or overnight lows. Um, Asia lows were right here, so we swept out Asia low. Um, so I was kind of leaning towards bullish on the 15 minute. And then when market opened, let's see what we had here. On the 5 minute, it makes it more obvious here. Okay. Some crazy candles today. So this was 9:30 open. 9:30 open. So on NQ, we have a bullish SMT formation from these lows up to these lows, and we have these lows down to these lows on ES. So I didn't really I didn't really see anything from this SMT. I still really wanted to be patient, but I marked that it was there. So I wanted to wait to just see something happen. So on NASDAQ, we broke structure to the upside with this candle closure right here. And we had this 5 minute fair value gap on ES that I was waiting to see whether we respected it to push price back lower, in which I would have been short. But we ended up inversing this level, as you can see with this candlestick closure right here. So I was Then leaning bullish because the 5 minute was telling me we wanted to go higher by breaking structure, and on ES we were starting to agree by closing above this 5 minute fair value gap, inversing it. So since NASDAQ was already above data wick highs, I didn't want to take my trade on NASDAQ because I did not see any draws on liquidity to the upside. I mean, we're about to take all-time highs on NASDAQ in the middle of a war, which is crazy. Don't know how that's happening. It's not my problem to figure out. Our economy's cooked right now. So, okay, where was I at? Okay, yeah. We inversed the 5 minute, and that indicated to me that we wanted to push price higher because now we were finally in agreement on both indexes. So I scaled down to the lower time frames. Can't remember if it was the 3 minute. No, it was the 2 minute. I've been using the 2 minute more lately, especially with this market that we've been in, rather than just the 1 minute. So let's see. Excuse me. So on NASDAQ, this was the break of structure on this leg right here. I noted that we respected this 1 minute fair value gap right here. And on ES here, we were inside of, this 2 minute fair value gap. And we were inside this fair value gap for so long. As you can see, we were inside this fair value gap for 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 minutes. And we held the structure the whole time. So I wasn't wanting to go long when we were in that fair value gap. I was looking at it as kind of just like a level to indicate where price really wanted to go. It wasn't until we started moving back higher that I saw on, let's see, right around here. I saw NASDAQ was starting to move higher as well, out of this little valley that we created, this V shape. So I dropped down onto the 1 minute then. I was using the 2 minute as my continuation confluence. And I dropped down to the 1 minute for a confirmation before entry. So I wanted to see this fair value gap get inversed. And I wanted to see a break of this high right here. So what happened, we had this candlestick right here at 10:10 a.m. We had this candlestick closure at 10:10, which was literally on the wick, so I didn't enter there. And then we had this next candlestick that started moving up, started out bearish, moved up, so I got my fill right here at this, where my position is. And I set my stop loss just a little bit below this 2 minute fair value gap in case we wanted to come back down, because this area, we were in it for so long. I figured if we wanted to come back in it one more time before going higher, that could be a valid scenario. But nevertheless, I entered off that break of structure. It took 3 minutes to break structure, but we came down. We had our final kind of retrace, I guess, into this, if you want to call this an order block, on the 1 minute. I wouldn't call that an order block, but I guess technically it would be. Then we broke structure, finally to the upside with this strong bullish candle at 10:13. This was my position, obviously. I was targeting previous New York highs above the data wick highs. I didn't want to target too much higher because I didn't have any draws higher, but as you could see, I mean, we just ended up ripping to the upside. Whoops, again. Okay, that London high is not returning. So I took the long, I put stops underneath this 2 minute. This was a very small move. 5-point stop loss, 7-point take profit. And it played out in, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minutes to run up to TP. And you can see this was a good take profit because right when we hit it, price came down, filled in this fair value gap before pushing higher. So that was the trade I took today. I took that with 5 micros, and that was the trade of the day for me. I was happy with this trade. I'm starting to be able to adapt to these unpredictable market conditions that we are currently facing. It's kind of brutal, and the economy is very manipulated right now. Nevertheless, we still found area to capitalize on. Here's what it looks like on the 5-minute. Just a 1 to 4. Simple trade. Followed my rules taking it. I was patient, waiting for... Okay, I'm going to stop doing that. I was patient, waiting for the break of structure out of that 2-minute fair value gap. And I finally got it. So I entered. And you can see, played out. I'm not too sure what else to say now. This was the first market recap, so I'm obviously still trying to get better. Also, if I look like really weird color on the video capture, I just realized that I have filters on there from trying to make my webcam look better. My webcam is like a Lego webcam, very low quality, but we made it work for the first video, and hopefully I'm just going to end up buying a new one, new better one for this summer, because this summer I'm actually going to be posting probably almost every day on here. That's all I got to say. I hope you guys had a great day. I hope you guys found purpose today, found peace today. Pray for purpose and peace, pray for love, pray for clarity, that's all I got. Sorry guys, I'm really tired. My head's, it's 11:30 recording this video, so this is a late market recap, but I had to get it done. Let's see if I could try to find, no, I won't be able to remember my trade from yesterday, but I took a loss. I tried shorting. Should not have tried shorting in this market. I don't know what I was doing, what I was thinking, what I was even looking at. But yeah, that's all that I got for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bear with me as I'm becoming knowledgeable on how to do these. This was my first market recap. So many more to come, many more improvements to come. Maybe I'll start editing videos eventually, but I really don't want to. I kind of want it just to be all like raw, uncut footage, because I think it just shows more character, and it shows mistakes that I make mistakes all the time, and that we can learn from our mistakes. So you guys will kind of just see the progression of my videos as they go on, as I keep posting, as I keep growing. So yeah, thank you guys for watching today. I hope this reaches the right audience. If you guys have any questions, any concerns, anything, drop a comment. I'll be happy to look at them and answer them if you guys have anything. If not, have a great day. Remember that I love you. Remember that God loves you even more. And stay blessed, you guys. We'll see you in the next video. Peace.